name is Mom Nerissa Beatriz, a teacher and a guidance counselor. And here's my channel where you can grow positive with all the relevant topics, lessons, and tips that I will be sharing. So if you're new in my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell button for you to get updated with the next videos. Okay, so for this video, I'll be featuring a series of webinars taken from the 3-day division level webinar on career psychoeducation for grades 10 to 12 students, which I was able to organize. As a guidance counselor, it is my advocacy to help students in their career decision making. So please do watch the videos.
And good morning, everyone, to our regional director, Sir Sadsad, our SDS, Sir Despi, our ASDS, Ma'am Lagonda, and to the teachers, and of course, our dear learners. Good morning. Okay, so grabe, no? So congratulations, Ma'am Nerissa, the proponent, okay, of this very important event, lalong-lalo na ngayon. No? Nowadays talagang nahihirapan yung mga students natin, no, in choosing their career. Through this, okay, we hope na magkaroon tayo ng desisyon, okay, about sa pagpili ng ating career. Okay, so let's start. Okay. So, check ko lang malinaw ba yung audio?
Yes, sir.
Don? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. Hindi yata tayo nakaka-screen. Nakaka-share. Ayan. Okay. Okay, so once again, good morning. Okay, so before we start, okay, gusto ko lang tayo nakasmile. Yan. Smile muna tayo, no, before we start with this first topic. Okay? Sir Don, nakakapag-share screen po ba ako?
Yes, sir. We can see your presentation.
Okay. So, yan. Diba? Smile. Okay, smile first because smile is contagious. Nakakahawa. Once na nakita ka ng tao nakasmile, di ba? Parang kahit marami kang problema, still, di ba? Pag may nakita ka nakasmile, parang makapasmile ka na rin, no? Without knowing the reason behind kung bakit ka nakasmile. Okay, because it's contagious. Next, it makes you attractive. Okay, it makes you more attractive. Next, it lower your stress level. Okay, so always smile because it strengthens the immune system. Okay, na-stretch yung mga muscles natin dyan sa face, di ba? Kasi lagi tayo nakasmile, di ba? Nakakapabata, smile. Yan yung pinaka-natural way ng pampabata. Okay, strengthens your immune system. It boosts your mood. It boosts your mood kasi nga nakakahawa. Nakakahawa yung smile. And then, you'll be better leader. Okay? So, smile makes you productive. Okay, do you agree with that? Okay. So, are you all ready? Are you all ready? Are you already feeling great today? Okay, sa iba-ibang reaksyon, iba-iba. Okay, so once again, good morning. My topic is about career planning and opportunities. Our objectives are the following: to discuss briefly career guidance and current trends and updates in career development. That's number one. The second is to identify the factors that influence career choice, both internal and external. Number three, familiarize oneself with the process of career planning. And the fourth one, appreciate the relevance of K-12 curriculum in career development. Okay, so binigyan tayo ng rules ni Ma'am Neri. Okay, so bibigyan din ako ng konting rule habang ako yung bida. De, joke lang, ano? So, number one, we need to actively participate and share. If you have questions habang nag-discuss tayo, then you can use the chat box or the comment box. Listen to what others have to say. Right? May sharing, so kailangan natin makinig. And of course, be hot. Okay? Ano ba yung hot? Honest, open, and trusting. Okay? And of course, again, always smile. Yan, ganda ng smile. Okay, kitang-kita kayo sa screen. Okay. So, let's start. When does career start? Sumagi na ba sa isip niyo kung kailan ba nagsimula yung sinasabi natin career? Okay? So, according to Superb's Life Space Career Development Theory, are you familiar with that? Yes, of course. So, career starts in early years. Okay. Kailan ba itong early years na to? So, from 4 to 13 years old. So, when you begin to have a sense about the future, doon na nagsisimula yung career. So, you begin to realize that your participation in the world is related to being able to do certain tasks and accomplish certain goals. So, doon nagsisimula ang career. So, exploring. Diba? Sino ba itong mga nag-explore na to? Ito na yung mga teenager. And it extends into your mid-20s. Okay? So, nandyan na yung mga specific interests and aptitudes. Okay. Question. Ano ang gusto mong maging paglaki mo? Okay. Ano ang gusto mong maging paglaki mo? No? Maraming sagot yan. Maraming sagot. Okay? So, kahit nga ako, di ba? Mayroon pa akong gustong marating. Okay? So, career is hindi lang pag narating mo na yun, yun na yun. And explore natin yan mamaya. Okay? So, I am talking to your career, your professions. We have a lot of professions. Okay? Napakarami. And it's up for us, okay, to choose. And upon choosing, you need to consider a lot of things. Okay? Bago tayo makapili. And walang perfect na sinasabi natin, ito yung gusto ko, ito na agad, mamahin ko na. So, magkaiba yun. Okay? So, career development is a lifelong process in which we become aware of, interested in, knowledgeable about, and skilled in a career. Okay? So, hindi siya, kumbaga, agaran. Okay? It takes time because it is a lifelong process. Diba? May mga adult na nga, for instance, 40 years old or late 40s na, still, naghahanap pa rin ng bagong career. Okay? Naghahanap pa rin ng bagong career. So, hindi nangangahulugan na eto na yung edad mo, wala ka ng chance para magpagbago ng career. The importante is, masaya ka sa ginagawa mo. And that's, I think, okay, the best achievement na mararating natin. Yung masaya ka sa ginagawa mo. Okay? So, career development is a key part of human development as our identity forms and our life unfolds. So, sabi nga natin, life is full of surprises. Life's full of surprises. So, marami pang darating and there's more. Okay? So, let us now discuss the internal and external factors affecting one's choice of career. Okay, are you ready? All right. Next. The first one is the self-concept and the personal preferences. Look at the picture. Okay? What you want to be known for. Okay? Ano gusto mong maging in the future? So imagine yourself looking into a mirror. Okay? What do you see? Okay? Do you see your ideal self or your actual self? Naku sir, ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng ideal and actual self? Okay, so your ideal self is the self that you aspire to be. Okay, the self that you are aspired to be, It is the one that you hope will possess in the future. Okay, characteristics similar to that of mentor or some other worldly figure. Idol nyo, na gusto nyo maging heartthrob, katulad ni, sino ba yung heartthrob ngayon na sikat? Daniel Padilla. Ayan. Or pwede yung mga teachers nyo, maging idol nyo. Diba? Okay, so yun yung ideal self. When we say naman the actual self, however, is the one that you actually see. Okay, that means it is the present. It is your present status, no? It is the self that has characteristics that you were nurtured or, in some cases, born to have. Okay, that's your actual self. Okay, so na-identify natin yung difference between the ideal and the actual self. Because the actual self and the ideal self are the two broad categories of self-concept. Okay, so now self-concept, it refers to your awareness of yourself. Okay, it refers to your awareness of yourself. It is the construction that negotiates these two selves, the actual and the ideal. In other words, it connotes first the identification of the ideal self as separate from others, and second, it encompasses all the behaviors evaluated in the actual self that you engage in to reach the ideal self. Okay, so yung actual self, ito yung kailangan natin to work out for us to be the ideal self that we want to be. Okay, so the actual self is built on self-knowledge. And what is self-knowledge? Self-knowledge is derived from social interaction that provide insight into how others react to you. Ano yung pagkakakilala ng ibang tao sa'yo? Through the help of yung mga comment nila, yung sinasabi nila, both positive and negative, nagkakaroon ka ng kaalaman kung sino ka. And mind you, ano? So, napakahirap kilalanin ang sarili natin. It's easy for us to judge, but to know more about ourselves, it takes time. Actually, it's a lifelong process. Okay? So, the actual self is who we actually are. It is how we think, how we feel, look, and act. Again, that is actual self. Me, ako. This is me. Okay? So this is my actual self. Okay? So the actual self can be seen by others. Of course, nakikita niyo ako, di ba? So nakikita ko rin sa'yo, nakikita ko rin kayo. So therefore, that is your actual self. This is my actual self. And you cannot see my ideal self. Okay? But hindi mo alam, ginagawa mo pala yung ideal self mo without knowing. Di ba? Kung ano yung ginagawa mo ngayon, yun ka magiging in the future. But who can know? Nobody can tell the exact career na gusto mong maging. Okay? Kasi nga, it's a lifelong process. No? Habang nasa journey tayo, nagbabiyahe tayo, marami tayong iba't ibang klaseng road na madadaanan or may experience, kakaliwa, kakanan, may lubak-lubak, may smooth, may rough, yun, iba-iba, no? If you have this decision-making skill, okay, isa yun sa mga katulong para maging in a right path tayo, in a right way, okay, in achieving our goal, okay? So, Next internal factor is motivation. Okay? Motivation. What's motivation? Motivation is what pushes us to achieve our goals. Okay? Feel more fulfilled and of course improve our overall quality of life. Okay? So, ulitin ko, no? Motivation is what pushes us to achieve our goals. Okay? So, understanding and developing your self-motivation can help you to take control of many other aspects of your life if you are motivated. Because motivation is one of the three areas of personal skills, okay, that are integral to the concept of emotional intelligence. Okay, so let me share you this one. According to Daniel Goleman, okay, I think you're familiar with this one. The author of the several books on emotional intelligence. Okay, so he identified four elements. Okay, four elements that make up motivation. Okay, ano yun? Number one, we have the personal drive to achieve. I hope you're jotting down, okay? So, first element that make up motivation. Number one, we have personal drive to achieve. Number two is commitment. Okay? Number three is initiative. Number four is optimism. Okay? So, I repeat. Number one, the elements that makes up motivation, personal drive to achieve, commitment, initiative, and optimism. Okay, so ano ba itong personal drive to achieve? These are the desires to improve or to meet certain standard. Okay? To meet certain standard. Second, we have commitment. Commitment is a personal or can be organizational goal. Okay? Initiative is defined as readiness to act on opportunities. Yan, initiative. Readiness to act on opportunities. And the last one, optimism, is the ability to keep going no matter what happened and pursue goals in the face of setbacks. This is also known as resilience. Okay? So that is being optimist. Okay. So there are types of motivators. Okay, may mga types of motivators. We have two, the intrinsic and extrinsic motivators. So in the simplest form, you can think about these two types of motivation as when we say intrinsic, it is related to what we want to do. Okay, so intrinsic again is related to what we want to do. That's intrinsic. Pag sinabi naman natin extrinsic, okay, it is related to what we have to do. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin intrinsic, is related to what we want to do, and extrinsic is related to what we have to do. Okay? So, a more detailed definition is, pag sinabi natin intrinsic, it is to perform an action task based on the expected or so let's say perceived satisfaction of performing the action or task. Okay, while intrinsic, it is to perform an action or task in order to attain some sort of external reward, including money, power, and good marks or grade. Okay, so yung pagkakaiba ng intrinsic and extrinsic. So I'll give you an example, ano, para mas naintindihan natin. So sa intrinsic, okay, sa intrinsic, example is si Sally. Okay, so Sally works because she loves what she does. Gusto niya yung ginagawa niya, no? She gets enormous satisfaction and self-fulfillment from her work. So that motivator is what we call, or motivation is what we call intrinsic. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating extrinsic, okay, halimbawa, si John works because he has to pay his mortgage, his house rentals, and feed himself and his family. He gets no satisfaction from his job and there is no chance of promotion. So yung motivator ni John is purely extrinsic. You know, pag sinabi extrinsic, outside factor, ginagawa mo to kasi kailangan mong gawin. Okay? Yung intrinsic naman, ginagawa mo kasi gusto mo gawin. Okay? Iba yung gusto sa kailangan gawin. Okay? So, that's motivation. The second internal factor affecting one's choice of career. Next is self-confidence. So, what is self-confidence? Okay? So, when we say self-confidence, it is an attitude about your skills and abilities. Okay? It means you accept and trust yourself and have a sense of control in your life. That's self-confidence. You know your strengths and weaknesses as well, di ba? And have a positive view of yourself. Okay? You set realistic expectations and goals, communicate assertively, and can handle criticism. Okay? So, hindi ka basta-basta, kumbaga, nasisira ng mga criticism. Pag sinabi natin criticism, di ba? It's for free. Di ba? Hindi ka makakapag-set, oh, don't criticize me. No, we are not accepted from criticism. Anyone can criticize us. But if you have this self-confidence, you can handle criticism. Okay? So, on the other hand, kapag mababa or low yung self-confidence natin, might make you feel full of self-doubt. Magdududa ka, passive or submissive, or you have difficulty trusting others. Kapag meron tayong, or we have this low self-confidence, you may feel inferior. Okay? So, unloved and napaka-sensitive mo sa criticism if you have this very low self-confidence. So, we need to boost our self-confidence through the help of what? Of course, you yourself. Kailangan gustuin natin ma-boost yung self-confidence natin, and through the help of the external factors such as your parents, your teachers, peers, friends, etc., etc. Okay? So, feeling confident in yourself might depend on the situation. Siyempre naman, di ba? So, for instance, you can feel very confident in some areas, such as academics, but lack confidence in others, like relationship, di ba? So, it's okay. No? It's okay. So, hindi naman ini-expect ng lahat na maging perfect ka sa lahat ng aspeto. Okay? Meron tayong strengths, meron tayong weaknesses. Okay? But yung point dito is, how do you handle your weaknesses? And paano mo din-develop yung strength mo? Okay? Having high or low self-confidence is really related to your actual abilities. Okay? And mostly based on your perceptions. Okay? So, perceptions are the way you think about yourself. Okay? Yung pagtingin mo sa sarili mo. And these thoughts can be flawed. Okay? So, low self-confidence might stem from different experiences. Okay? Kaya ka hindi nagkaroon ng self-confidence base sa mga iba-ibang experience, yeah, such as growing up in an unsupportive and critical environment. So, napaka-importante talaga ng environment kung saan tayo naninirahan o lumalaki or naging familiar. So, being separated from your friends or family for the first time. So, isa yung factor kaya nagpapababa ng self-confidence. Sometimes, judging yourself too harshly. Diba? Hindi ko kaya, or takot kang magkamali. Being afraid of failure. Okay, people with low self-confidence often have errors in their thinking. Okay, so improve and boost your self-confidence. Okay, next factor. We have personal skills. What are you good at? Okay, saan ka magaling? Okay, saan ka magaling? Okay, continuing to develop kung saan ka magaling, yung skills na yun, especially personal skills. And kung hindi ka naman kagalingan dito, try to learn it. Okay, try to learn it. Hindi pwedeng, hindi ka dyan magaling. Ay, okay na, magaling na ako dito, okay na. So, hindi dapat ganon. Okay, so, we need to, kahit paano, i-boost din yung mga weakness natin, i-develop din yung weakness natin and turn it into your strength. Okay? Dagdag natin yun as your strength. So what are the personal skills? Okay? Personal skills are recognized as soft skills. Okay? So meron palang soft skills, no? Which are not easy to teach. Yan, soft but not easy to teach. Okay? Although there are also known as interpersonal or even people skills. Okay? Ano ba yung example ng personal skills? Dependability. Okay? Adaptability. Okay? Motivation, problem solving, and analytical skills. Okay? Nobody can take away that from you. Okay? Iyo yan, and that's your personal skills. Kaya niyang paglaruan, logic, etc. etc. Okay? Next. Okay. Next is personal characteristics. Napaka-importanting factor nito. No? Isa sa internal factor that affects choice of career. So, what is personality? Okay? What is personality? Personality is a sum total of ways in which an individual reacts and interacts with others. Okay? It is an individual differences in characteristic patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. So that's personality. Ikaw yan, it's your own. Nobody can take away that from you. Okay? And it is built up by experiences. Okay? So it is the supreme realization of the innate habit of a living being. Yung personalidad mo. Okay? It is an act of courage flung in the face of life. Okay? Ito yung sisilbing pakikipagtungo mo sa kapwa, pakikipagtungo mo sa mundong mapaglaro. Okay? It is an act of courage flung in the face of life, the absolute affirmation of all the constitutes that constitute the individual. Okay? So the most successful adaptation to the universal condition of existence, coupled with greatest possible freedom of self-determination. So that's personality. Okay? Minsan nagmamaskara tayo kasi iba yung senaryo. Ito yung mamaskara naman tayo para makapag-interact tayo sa kapwa natin. Okay? You know, interaction is very important for you to know more about yourself. Because kapag wala tayong social interaction, wala tayong interpersonal relationship, okay? Syempre, intra meron tayo, no? Dalawang bagay yun, yung intra and interpersonal skills or relationship. Kapag wala tayong interpersonal relationship or socialization, so mas lalong masasarado, di ba? Yung sana malalaman natin about sa sarili natin. Okay? So, next. Which one are you? Okay? So, alin ka dito? Okay? Ano ba yan? We have the dove. Okay? You have the dove, the owl, the peacock, and the eagle. Okay? So, parang penguin, no? Pero eagle po yan. Okay? So, which one are you? Alin ka dyan? Dove, owl, peacock, and eagle. Okay? So, I'll give you siguro 30 seconds to choose kung alin kayo dyan. Okay? Which one are you? The dove, the peacock, the owl, and the eagle. Okay? So, alin kaya? Tick-tock, tick-tock. Merrily sings the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Ayan. Okay. So, let's try kung ano ba yung characteristic ng napili nyo. Okay? The first one, we have the dove. Okay? Dove, the peaceful dove. The dove is people-oriented, loyal, friendly, hardworking, and a great team player, but tends to avoid change, confrontation, risk-taking, and assertiveness. Okay? Next is the peacock. Okay? the showy peacock. So the peacock loves talking, being the center of attention. And peacock has passion, enthusiasm, and is happy and optimistic. So peacocks can be accused of talking too much and aren't good with detail or time control. Okay, yan si showy peacock. Next is the wise owl. The wise owl. So the owl is the owl is logical, mathematically minded, methodical, and sometimes seen as a perfectionist. Okay, that's the wise owl. The owl can be slow to make decisions and inflexible if rules and logic says otherwise. Owls are not big risk takers but love detail. So, yan. Sino kaya sa inyo yung the wise owl? Okay? Next is eagle. Okay? The bold eagle. So, eagles are dominant. Okay? Stimulated by challenge, decisive, and direct. Okay? Eagles can be blunt, stubborn, can lose sight of big picture, and can be insensitive to others people's needs. So eagles are natural achievers. Okay? So they are natural achievers. So sino kaya sa inyo yung dove, peacock, owl, or the eagle? Okay? So sino kaya? Okay? Next, let us continue with the internal factors. Okay? So, next is emotional consideration. You need to be emotionally matured in handling decision. Okay? Considering the pros and cons, etc., etc. Okay? Next is the personal health. Of course, you need to consider your personal health in choosing your career. Okay? Say for example, if you have these health issues, like meron kang mahina yung immune system or hindi mo kaya ng masyadong physical na work, then try to choose or consider career na hindi kailangan hindi kailangan gumamit ng mga masyadong physical. Okay? And the last one is self-sabotaging thoughts. Okay? Ito yung kadalasan naririnig ko sa mga students, no? Kapag nagbibigay ako ng mga activities na sa unang dinig nila, unang tingin nila sa instruction ay mahirap. Okay? So sasabihin kagad nila, I cannot do this. Okay? I will never succeed. Hindi ako maging successful kasi nga simpleng bagay, hindi ko magawa. Hindi mo magawa kasi hindi mo tinatry na gawin. Diba? I remember this famous yung parang icon sa Facebook, no? Wala kang magagawa kung wala kang gagawin. Okay, it's very true. Okay? Kung nakukontento ka na lang sa estado kung saan ganyan lang, di ba? Parang takot kang mag-try. Okay? Huwag mo sabotage yung decision mo, huwag mo sabotage yung sarili mo. Kaya mo. Okay? Kaya mo. Okay? So always remember that if others can do that, you can also do that. Okay? So forget about I cannot do this, forget about I will never succeed. Okay? You can do that and you will succeed. Okay? So, next, we now come to the external factors influencing a Filipino adolescent's career choice. Okay? And I am referring to you, my dear learners. Okay? So, meron tayong mga, bukod sa internal, no? Meron din tayong external factors na nakaka-apekto sa pagdidesisyon. Pagdidesisyon specifically sa career. Okay? In career options. We have number 1, parental preferences. Ano yung gusto ni nanay, ano gusto ni tatay, ano gusto ni daddy, ano gusto ni mami. Okay? So that's number 1, external factors. Okay? Number 2, we have the family consideration. Okay? Kaya ba ng pamilya ko? Ako kaya ko, kaso di kaya ng pamilya ko. So yun, another factor. Okay? Next is financial constraint. Okay? So, ito yung gusto mong maging kaso, mahal. Ito na muna. Okay? Ito na muna kasi ito kaya. Okay? The fourth one, we have the job market preference. Ano yung mga trabaho or mga course na makakakuha agad ng trabaho? Diba? After schooling, after college, etc. etc. Okay? Factor din po yun. External factor. Next is school location. Okay? For example, nasa isang lugar ka, tapos gusto mo maging engineer, no? Gusto mo maging engineer, and considering your financial constraint, considering your family, considering your parents, okay? So, hindi mo na-enrollan yung engineering course or STEM na track kapag hindi available sa location. Okay? From one barangay to far lang barangay pa yung may available or sa sentro. Okay? So next is peer pressure. Okay? Lima kaming sa isang grupo, talagang simula kinder hanggang nag-junior high, hanggang nag-senior high, talagang very close kami, hindi kami napaghihiwalay. Yung apat kong kagrupo, mag-engineering sila. Ako, hindi kaya ng mag-engineer. So, napipressure. Okay? Napipressure, mapipilitan ka. Kung hindi naman yun yung gusto mo talaga. Okay? And the last one is academic performance. Okay? It really matters, no? Yung academic performance. Kasi yung iba, meron silang quota na sinasabi or qualification. Okay? So, kailangan pa rin, di ba? Sabi ko nga kanina, focus on your actual self now. Okay? Huwag muna kayong mag-focus sa ideal self kasi kung ano yung ginagawa nyo sa actual self, eventually, papasok na yung ideal self nyo, yung gusto nyo maging. Okay? So, wake up na tayo na. Let's work for the present, not for the future. Okay? Because kung ano yung ginagawa nyo ngayong present, yung magiging resulta niyan ay nasa future. Okay? Yung future is nandun pa. Okay? Nandun pa yung future. Ano kailangan mong gawin? Maghihintay? Wala kang gagawin ngayon? You are building your future. And we are here to help you. Okay? In achieving your goal. In realizing your future. Your ideal self. The person you want to be. Okay? Don't hesitate to talk to your parents, talk to your guardians, your trusted friends, and of course, your guidance counselors. We are not here just to intimidate you, just to give you rules, set you negative feedbacks. We are here to help you, to guide you for your future. Together, we are making your way to reach your goal. Hashtag para sa bata, para sa bayan. Okay? Pwede ba yung mabaliktad, sir? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, how to choose a career that suits your best. Paano nga ba? No? So, career development is a lifelong process, like what I've said, no? During the previous slides. Okay? So, ito yung kailangan natin consider. Okay? Your parents, your teachers, advisors, career advocates, and guidance counselor. Okay, so yan po yung example natin ng career development. So, in career development, we need to know yourself, explore options, get focused, and take action. Okay, so isayin natin sa career development. So, in career development, in knowing yourself, you must first know your values, your interests, your strengths, the traits, and your ambition. And after that, you need to explore options, occupational research, industry trends, and career options for degree. And after exploring options and choosing options, you need to get focus. Okay? So, kailangan maging focus tayo. Okay? Paano ba maging focus? It needs action planning, goal setting, and decision making. And after focusing, you need, of course, to take action because plan will remain plan without action. Okay? So, in taking action, you connect with employers. If you have this business in mind, then you can do your business, job search, tools, and gain experiences. So that's career development. And hindi yun nagtatapos doon. And after doing that process, still you are not satisfied because that's the most important thing in life. No? Kailangan maging satisfied tayo kung ano man yung mga bagay na ginagawa natin. Because if you are not satisfied by what you are doing right now, then try to explore things around, no? Baka sa ibang korte o sa ibang bagay ka masasatisfy. Okay? Because you happiness is impossible if you are not satisfied with your work or with your status right now. Okay? It's impossible for you to be happy. Okay? Maybe you're happy, siguro magiging happy ka, but temporary. Iba kasi yung happiness na tinutukoy ko dito. No? It is happiness parang even though hindi yun yung ideal self mo, pero narating mo na yun, parang masayang-masaya ka na ginagawa mo yun. Okay? Na walang kapalit. Okay? So, kailangan na in choosing career, okay, you need to consider your interest. Okay? Kapag wala kang interest doon or hindi ka nasasatisfy, then explore. Diba? Napakabata pa natin, no? Para makulong sa isang box. You need to, sabi nga natin, diba? Think outside the box. Then, explore. Not just think outside the box. Explore outside the box. Okay? So, next. Why do you need career guidance? Okay? Why do you need career guidance? So, let us watch this video. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Okay. So, ayan. So, what are your reflection after watching the video? Okay? So, iba-ibang ano no, iba-ibang career, iba-ibang profession, yung gusto niyang pasukin pero iba yung interest niya. So, ito yung kahalagahan no, in choosing your career. You need to consider your interests. Okay? You need to consider your interests. So, career is the interaction of work roles and other life roles over a person's lifespan, including both paid and unpaid work in an individual's life. So, career, people create career patterns as they make decisions about education, work, family, and other life roles. Okay, so, wait lang ha. I-charge ko lang yung kasi nag-notify na. Okay, a minute. Okay. And we're back. Okay? So, next. Try to assess these two pictures. Okay? See the difference. Okay? So, tingnan natin yung pagkakaiba. Okay, alin kayo dyan? Okay? Dyan sa dalawang picture na yan. Having a job or having a career. Okay? So, magkaiba kasi yun, ano? Magkaiba yun. Kasi yung iba, kailangan ng trabaho, meron siyang trabaho kasi kailangan niya. Okay? Ito, having a career, hindi lang sa kailangan niya, kundi ito yung gusto niyang gawin. Okay, kailangan sa ginagawa natin meron tayong passion. Okay? Meron tayong passion. Okay. So, student, learners face a number of problems when choosing a career. So, okay, you're facing a lot of problems, a lot of considerations, a lot of hindrances when choosing a career. So sometimes the problems they face discourage them so much that they abandon their choice altogether. So yun yung nakakalungkot, ano? Since ang daming kasi kailangan i-consider, ang daming problems, ang daming hindrances, iniiwan ng mga estudyante, iniiwan nyo lahat ng option. Okay? So remember that high school students are going to make critical decisions about career path. Okay? Ito yung punto na kailangan nyo magdesisyon kung saan kayo patungo. At ang lahat ng iyon ay kayo lang ang makakapag-decide. Okay? So meaning, kayo ay unaware of educational and employment opportunities available to them. Kasi nga, nag-decide pa lang kayo. So, para sa aming mga teachers, mga career advocates, okay, kailangan namin kayong i-guide. Okay, kailangan namin kayong i-guide for you to be able to arrive into, should I say, a good career that suits your interest. Okay? So, kaya huwag kayong mag-hesitate na humingi ng advice, humingi ng, guidance. Okay? Sa ating mga magulang, sa ating mga guidance counselors, teachers, principals, and other supervisors. Okay? Because, sino ba naman na magtutulungan dito kundi tayo-tayo lang, di ba? So, since high school kayo, okay, so nasa sitwasyon kayo na kailangan nyo makapag-decide kung alin yung gusto nyo maging. Di ba? Ako ay encountered a lot of questions from our graduating batch. Okay? Na, sir, ano yung magandang course? Ano yung magandang kunin na course? Ano yung magandang trabaho? Then, I talk to them, but I am not, hindi ko sila binibigyan ng specific na trabaho. Okay? Hindi na yung specific na course. Okay? Tinatanong ko sila kung ano yung gusto nila, ano yung pangarap nila, ano yung plano nila. Then, saka ako magsasabi kung ano yung possible na pwedeng kunin niya. Okay? And, nasa-satisfy naman sila. No? Siya, tama, no? So, in choosing career, it takes two to tango. Okay? Kailangan, ano yan, partner-partner, kumbaga. No? Kasi kung ikaw lang ang mag-decide tapos wala kang masyadong alam kung ano mangyayari in the future, then specifically sa career choice, so hindi mo alam kung saan ka patungo. Okay? So kailangan natin ng career guidance na maibibigay ng mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. Okay? Next, career guidance is one of the most important aspects of education because without it, education is like an undirected stream of water which dries up as it fails to join the river. Okay, from the word itself, guidance. It will guide you. Okay, so remember that the decisions that young people, you, learners, make at school have a big impact on your lives, affecting not just your education, your training, your future employment, but also your social lives. Okay, your finances, your health outcomes, your whole life. Okay? So, kaya nga sa school, di ba, tinitrain kayo para makapag-design, diba, kung ano yung gusto nyo, binibigyan kayo ng mga napakaraming essential activities. Okay? Hindi kayo pahirapan. Hindi kayo pinapahirapan ni Mama at ni Sir. Tinuturuan kayong makapag-decide kung ano yung gusto nyo, kung ano yung sa tingin nyo ay tama. At kung meron ng pagkakamali, nandyan sila, nandyan kami para i-guide kayo. Okay? Para in the future, hindi nyo na maulit yung mga mali na nagawa nyo during the school days. Okay? Yun yung kahalagahan. Okay? Kung bakit meron tayong career guidance. Okay, so now you might say that hindi nyo kailangan yung siguro, masabi nyo ngayon na hindi nyo kailangan yung career guidance. Okay? Or hindi nyo kailangan yung guidance counselor kasi kaya ko. Okay? Mag-graduate na ako. Okay? So, meron ako na field course. Hindi nyo kailangan, no? But, try to imagine yourself. Okay? Try to imagine yourself in the profession that you really love. Okay? In the course that you really love. Okay? So, lack of career guidance contributes to skills shortage in our country. Okay? Kasi nga nagkakaroon ng job mismatch. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng job mismatch. Importante nga ngayon sa akin, yung meron akong may makain, meron akong sweldo, okay? Tapos, iba yung kurso na tinatahak mo, kumbaga pupunta ka ng Legazpi, yung nasakyan mong van ay papunta ng, for example, Naga. Okay? If you are from Irigas City, pupunta ka ng Legazpi, yung nasakyan mo ay yung van Panaga. Okay? So, kailangan din ng guide. Okay? Kailangan natin magtanong. For us not to be perfect, but for us to be on the right track. Okay? Next, career guidance is a developmental process that facilitates the acquisition of attitudes, skills, and knowledge to help students better understand themselves while exploring feasible education and career options that eventually result into making informed decisions with developed plans to achieve their career aspiration. So, the intent of career guidance, however, is to provide support to individuals throughout their entire lives. Take note, no? Through your entire lives. Okay? Kasi nga sabi natin, whatever you are doing right now, whatever decision you have made right now, will of course affect your future. Okay? We are here at present to prepare for the future. We are not working for the future. We are working at the present for the future. Okay? So career guidance is the guidance given to individuals to help them acquire knowledge, information, skills, and experience necessary to identify career option. Okay? And narrow them down to make one career decision. Okay? Parang funnel, di ba? Parang funnel. Okay? So, maraming option. Okay? Maraming option. Then, trimming down based on your experiences and interests. Okay? So, career guidance helps people to reflect on their ambitions. Okay? Interests, qualifications, and abilities. Okay? It helps them to understand the labor market and education systems and to relate this to what they know about themselves. Okay? Suiting your interest, suiting your goal. Okay? Para sa iyong future career. So here are some legal bases of a career guidance. Okay, the BP 232, the Batas Pambansa 232, the Educational Act of 1982, the Republic Act 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, and the Republic Act 9258 or also known as the Guidance and Counseling Act of 2004. So under Batas Pambansa 232, Education Act of 1982, Section 9, the right of students in school. So Section 9, Paragraph 3, the right to school guidance and counseling services for decision and selecting the alternatives in fields of work suited to his potentiality. Next legal basis, we have the Republic Act RA 10533 implementing rules and regulation. Rule number 5, Career Guidance and Counseling Advocacy. Section number 17, Career Guidance and Counseling Programs. The DepEd, in coordination with the DOLE, the TESDA, and the CHED, shall regularly conduct career advocacy activities for secondary level students. Next, the Republic Act or RA 10533 implementing rules and regulations. Section number 9, Career Advocacy Activities. So, career advocacy activities refer to activities that will guide secondary level students in choosing the career tracks that they intend to pursue. Okay, so career advocacy activities involve career information, advising, coordinating, making referrals, and may include but not limited to career talks, career and job fairs. Yan. So, kasama din dyan yung parents orientation and the seminar workshops on career decision making. So, yan yung yan yung programs under that Republic Act 10533 section number 9. Okay? Another RA 10533, yes, the same RA, section number 19, career advocates or career and employment advocates who are not registered and licensed guidance counselors shall be allowed to conduct career advocacy activities to secondary level students of the school where they are currently employed. Okay? Next, section 20, the role of the DepEd. Okay, we have here A, integrate career concepts in the curriculum and undertake teaching and relevant learning areas. The DepEd shall conduct career assessment. Okay, the DepEd shall conduct regular career advocacy activities. The DepEd shall conduct continuous professionalization and capacity building of guidance counselors, career advocates, and peer facilitators. DepEd shall develop or accredit training programs and career advocacy, establish a career advocacy unit, and provide adequate office space in high school. Designate guidance supervisors at the division level and career advocates at the school level. Okay, under section 19, career advocate if it is a non-registered counselor, a peer facilitator, or she may be a teacher. Okay, guidance designate who is appointed by the school principal. So yours truly is considered as career advocate. Okay, I am a non-registered guidance counselor, but soon to be. Okay, so next, Republic Act R8 and 53, and again under section 19, career advocates should provide that they undergo a training, provided that they undergo a training program to be developed or accredited by the Department of Education. Okay, so career advocacies activity, it refers to activities that will guide secondary level students in choosing the career tracks that they intend to pursue. Diba? Sa mga kanya-kanyang schools natin, no? Meron tayong may ibang activities and leading towards this Republic Act. Okay? So, what are the role, okay, of a career advocate? So, as a learner, as a student, of course, kailangan nyo rin malaman ito. Okay? Kung bakit ba si ma'am nandyan, bakit merong career advocate, bakit merong career guidance counselor. So, role of career advocate is to work with students and parents to help the students' academic, behavioral, and social growth, but does not do career counseling. Okay? Kasi, ginagawa po yan ng registered guidance counselor. So, iba yung career advocate. Okay? Ginagawa lang niya is tinutulungan kayo, mga estudyante, kayong mga learners at ang inyong mga magulang para makapag-decide sa mga career na gusto nyo, gusto ng mga gusto nyo. And, ano lang, hindi lang focus sa career, kundi in your holistic development. Okay? So, under the Guidance and Counseling Act of 2004, Republic Act 9258, this law basically states that no person shall engage in the practice of guidance and counseling without a valid certificate of registration and a valid professional identification card or a special permit. So, this is a law crafted and designed to regulate and professionalize the practice of guidance and counseling. Okay, since we lack of guidance counselors, there are teachers who may serve as career guidance advocate. Okay, not just hindi guidance counselor, kundi career advocate. So that's the term. Okay, so career guidance counselor. So ayan, yung role nila. Okay, work with students, parents, help guide students' academic, behavioral, and social growth. Ayan. Next. The Career Guidance Program. Okay? It will help students in secondary schools to see a variety of available academic options that they would help them through their preferred learning styles. Okay? And be helped, okay, in a great way to find how to develop plans to reach their educational and occupational goals. So here are some guidance programs and services. We have individual inventory, information, counseling, assessment, appraisal, consultation, prevention and wellness, referral, follow-up, and of course, research and evaluation. So what are the career guidance advocacy plan for 2017 to 2022? Okay, so follow the guide, tag a career, and like the future. Okay, so Career Guidance Advocacy Program aims to immerse parents and students on the realities of the labor market and convince career guidance counselor and career advocates to use career guidance as an effective tool in addressing job skill mismatch. So, ito yung mga partner agencies natin. We have the DOLE or the Department of Labor and Employment, the DepEd, the Department of Education, the DUST, the Department of Science and Technology, the Commission on Higher Education, we have the CHED, the TESDA, the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, and of course, the PRC or the Professional Regulation Commission. So ano ba yung mga program or mga approach para ma-address yung mga job skill mismatch na nangyayari, no, dito sa bansa natin? So ang DepEd meron na tinatawag na Career Guidance Week. Okay, ang PRC naman or the Professional Regulatory Commission, we have the Career Information Seminar. Excuse me. So, under Career Guidance Program, we have the Career Guidance through Transmedia Storytelling. So, for TESDA, CHED, and PRC, we have Career Ambassador. Excuse me. Then, we have, under DOLE, we have the National Regional Career Advocacy Congress. Again, sa CHED, ito yung Career Blitz. Unifast, example yan, Student Financial Assistance Program. And of course, the PESO, Career Guidance Workshop, the Master of Arts in Guidance Counseling Workshop by Career Guidance Program. Okay. Okay, so meron din tayong mga career guidance modules available. Okay, so kung gusto nyo magkaroon ng copy, okay, so huwag tayong mag-atibuli na pumunta sa ating mga career advocates or our guidance counselors sa school natin. Okay, available po yung mga career guidance modules for grade 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Okay. So, ayan. Nagka-problema lang tayo dun sa audio, ano? Siguro may nakalimutan akong i-click sa audio, no? May sa chat na wala na po sa. Okay, so yung point ng video is merong ginagawa yung mga government partners natin, ano? Para matugunan yung problema natin sa job mismatch. Okay? Iba't ibang ahensya ang tumutulong para mabawasan. Okay? Mabawasan kung hindi man maiwasan, mabawasan yung bilang na nagkakaroon na experience ng job mismatch. Okay? And binigyang punto din doon yung kahalagahan ng career guidance. Because through the help of career guidance, no, still, no, bukod sa kinakailangan natin, kailangan din mag-guide tayo. Okay? Since sabi ko nga sa previous slide, no, since you are a high school student, okay, so kailangan nyo talaga ng tulong, ng advice para makapag-decide. Okay? Para sa kung anong gusto nyong career. Okay? So, according to the DOLE, updated March 11, 2016, Filipino applicants lack of skills, not lack of jobs. Okay? It continues to hound the country's labor market as only 10 out of 1,000 applicants are getting hired on the average. What's the biggest problem? Our biggest problem is the jobs and skills mismatch. Okay? So here's the key to 12 Philippine education, basic education curriculum framework. Okay? So holistically develop Filipino with 21st century, multi-evaluating system, curriculum support system, and being and becoming a whole person. Ayan. Holistically develop Filipino with 21st century skill. Under information, media, and technology skills, we have visual information literacy, media literacy, basic scientific, economic, and technological literacies, and multicultural literacy. And the fourth one is global awareness. For learning and innovation skills, we have creativity and curiosity. Second is critical thinking, problem solving skills. The third one is risk taking. And under communication skills, we have the collaboration and interpersonal skills. For the life and career skills, we have flexibility and adaptability, initiative and self-direction, social and cross-cultural skills, productivity and accountability, leadership and responsibility, ethical, moral, and spiritual values. Ang lahat ng ito ay para sa inyo. And here's the available curriculum exits. Okay? We have information, media, and technology skills, learning innovative skills, communication skills, and life and career skills. We have higher education, exits, employment, entrepreneurship, and middle level skills of development. So yun yung mga exits na pwede nyo puntahan. Okay, so senior high school, we have the 8 curriculum, the 8 learning areas, the language, science, philosophy, social science, mathematics, communication, humanities, PE, and health. And we have senior high school tracks, the academic, technical vocational livelihood, or the TTL, sports, and arts and design. So what are the trends and updates in career guidance? So the world of work has been changing rapidly the last few decades due to new technology. Okay? So changes in the organizational work, shifting requirements for worker, knowledge, and skills. So all these changes affect the career development of individual over the lifespan. So current trends for the area of career development include the following. Number one, substantial changes will continue to occur in the occupational, economic, industrial, social environments and structures, and these changes will influence individual career development. Now, according to the famous philosopher Heraclitus, he said that the only constant in this world is change. Okay? Yan lang yung tanging constant. The rest is nagbabago. Okay? For example, the use of sophistication of technology nowadays have increased dramatically. Para na ngayong pandemic. Okay? New jobs are created and the need for other jobs is reduced or even eliminated. Meron ng mga machine. Dati, grabe yung labor force, ganyan. Halimbawa, simpleng example na lang, no? papagawa ka ng bahay, di ba? Pagawa ka ng bahay. No? Dati, lahat tao lang yan, tao. Ngayon, meron ng cement mixer, di ba? Simple machine. Okay? Less na yung labor force. Okay? Mga robots, yan. Second trend is as job opportunities shift, there will be more participation in retraining programs. Okay? So retraining program, occupational training program designed to aid workers in obtaining new employment. Okay? So retraining programs were used as a means of rectifying critical labor shortages in specific occupations. They have also been put forward as at least a partial solution to the problem of structural unemployment in declining industries or industries severely affected by the competition from the imports. Okay? So next, there is a greater need to be a better educated workforce. Okay? So a survey by the National Alliance of Business or NAB 1990 found that 64% of the companies responding were dissatisfied with the reading, writing, and reasoning skills of today's entering workforce. Diba nag-iiba yung trend, nag-iiba yung need, dumadami yung mga kinakailangan, dumadami yung pangangailangan. So mas kailangan sabayan natin yung trend. Kailangan bago tayo, or kailangan kapag lumabas tayo sa tinatawag nilang tunay na mundo. Diba? Tunay na mundo ng manggagawa. Kailangan ready tayo. Kailangan meron tayong 21st century skills na kinakailangan ng para magkaroon ng magandang career. Okay? And the fourth one is the flexibility in work schedule. Example, job sharing, part-time work, and uso-uso na yan, will likely increase in giving more option to workers with particular needs because mas dumadami ang ating pangangailangan. We need to be flexible. Okay? Yung iba nga, di ba? Yung iba, maghapon ng trabaho, tapos sa gabi, meron naman siyang part-time or mag-online selling, etc. etc. Okay? So, kailangan sumabay tayo. Okay? Huwag tayong magpapaiwan. Okay? Next, there will be even greater attention to the career development of a more diverse population. So, the workforce today includes more women. Okay? Hindi na lang focus sa mga lalaki, members of racial and ethnic groups. Yan, kasama na yan. No? Openly homosexual and bisexual individuals and persons with various types of disabilities. Okay? So, wala nang exception. Okay? So, there is a greater awareness of the need to attend to career development issues across the lifespan. Okay? So, sa project JobSpeed, Dole 2020 Vision Summary of Findings and Recommendation, ito po yung mga key employment generators. Okay? Top 12 key employment generators. We have number 1, agribusiness, cyber services. For number 2, the third, health and wellness, hotel and restaurant, tourism, mining, construction, banking and finance, manufacturing, ownership, dwellings, and or real estate, transport and logistics, wholesale and retail trade, overseas employment. And there are 4 emerging industries. 4 emerging industries. The creative industries, the diversified strategic farming and fishing, power and utilities, and the fourth one is renewable resources. At marami pang mag-i-emerge na industries as time goes by. Kasi nga hindi tayo nawawala ng pangangailangan. Innovating para mas mapadali, okay, na makuha ang ating mga pangangailangan. Itong mga emerging newly created or noticed industries, may mga animation, product design, fashion, graphic design, music, performing and visual arts, photography. Okay, entirely new or restructured industrial sectors growing at a rate faster than the overall economy. Okay, ang bilis nilang dumami. Okay, such industries usually come into being when customers need change. Pagbabago. Di ba? Dati ang pag-promote, kailangan sa sa TV lang, sa radyo. Ngayon, meron na tayong tinatawag na FB ads or Facebook advertisement. Meron din tayong boost, di ba? Sa Facebook, marami na. Okay, at yung iba, yun yung pinagkakakitaan. Okay, new technologies replace older ones, or when yung socioeconomic condition emerge. Okay, lalo na yung pandemic, boom na boom yung mga yung mga sa system, di ba? Meron na tayo mga deliveries, etc., etc. Okay? Next, most valued skills as of 2017. We have identified 5. Okay, the communication skills, the leadership agility, the eagerness to learn, the emotional intelligence, and understanding analytics. Okay, so in an ever-changing world, managing your career is a lifelong process. You need to adapt. Okay, hindi yung eto yung nakasanayan mo, yun na yun. Okay, as the world change, you need to upgrade. Okay, iba na yung demand. Okay, iba na yung demand. Then, baguhin natin yung style. Okay, piliin natin yung babagay sa interest natin. Okay? At ito yung kailangan natin i-consider. What am I good at? Saan ba ako magaling? What do people tell me I'm good at? Saan ba ako magaling base sa mga narinig ko? And what's holding me back? Okay? Meron ba akong kakayahan? Okay? Meron bang sumusuporta sa akin? Kasi important din yun. Okay? Always remember that a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps become a plan. And a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. Okay? So to accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Okay? So, there is no longer a dream because it is now happening. Nangyayari na ngayon and you're building it right now. We have a plan and we started already. You started already. What we need to do is to believe that we can help, that our students or you can help yourselves achieve the perfect and most suited career for yourselves. Okay? With that, we can really tell that we are truly full-fledged dreamer. Okay? We need to participate. We need to equip ourselves with the 21st century skill. We need to dream. We need to believe that we can achieve that dream. Okay? So, before I end my session, bibigyan ko kayo na quotation from Saint Francis of Assisi. Okay? So, remember that when you leave this earth, you can take with you nothing that you have received, only what you have given. A full heart will reach by honest service, love, sacrifice, and courage. Ikaw, paano ka gustong maalala? Okay? So, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.